Alright guys, today we're going to be reacting to something very interesting. We say Frikadellen, German meatballs. I didn't know the Germans have meatballs. Well, I thought the meatball was just simply a concept that was universal, but there's seeing that there's some specific meatballs for German cuisine. We're going to simply react to it. Make sure you like to subscribe. Hold on, right here. Make sure you like to subscribe. We're just simply going to jump in. Be part of the community. We reached the 10,000 subscribers. Let's jump in.
Fleischküchle. Just like every other meal here in Germany, the name and recipe of frikadellen varies by region. Here, take a look at this map of different names. I'll stick with frikadellen. In my currywurst video, I said frikadellen are German fast food. However, they take quite some time to make, but then you can eat them warm or cold. You can get a bread roll with a frikadelle at most bakeries, the butcher, and sometimes late at night at the gas station. I did some quote-unquote research into the origin of the recipe, but I only found out that they were invented somewhere in the early 17th century, and probably by the French. As usual, I did find more than 5 recipes in a book by Henriette Davidis, dated 1858, which are very similar to the one I'm going to show you today. My fiancé and I made a classic meal with frikadellen, mashed potatoes and some butter glazed dill carrots. I think that's a pretty common combination, and it's how our cooks made it in the Navy.
That is a nice chopping board. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, but I can't lie. That is a very nice chopping board. Look at how clean it is. You know how clean it is? You can't even see rotten meat. That's how clean it is. You cannot see any rotten meat. That's how good it is.
Except that their frikadellen were about the size of a naval mine. Let's talk ingredients. To follow this recipe you'll need a mix of ground beef and ground pork. Half and half as it's called here. You'll need 500 grams or about a good pound in total. Other ground meats are fine as well, of course. Lamb, veal or even wild boar can be great alternatives. You also need a bread roll or some white bread from the day before. If you don't have bread rolls, you know I have a video how to make some real quick. Then you'll need an egg, 1 finely chopped onion, a couple of finely minced garlic cloves, salt and pepper, a small bunch of parsley, some marjoram. I might add more than is necessary, but I really like the taste. Some sweet paprika, some breadcrumbs, and finally some yellow mustard. Oh, and butter for frying. First soak your bread in some cold water. Then add all the ingredients into a bowl. I had more than a pound of ground meat.
That's
because
it?
For some reason organic meat
Just water and that's it? Oh, okay.
Comes in smaller packages, and I had to use 2, but then I would have some left over, so I used... Look, what I'm trying to say is I only added 1 egg, which made the frikadellen slightly fuzzy.
And I don't have nothing against people using their hands with their, their raw hands to just make some food. He looks like he's a very clean individual. Usually I prefer the gloves, right? The gloves, but it's fine.
The edges. If you want to go the extra mile, then fry your onions before adding them. Once all the ingredients are in a bowl, just use your hands to mix them. I mean, we all wash our hands before and during cooking, so it's fine. I guess if you're a bit squeamish, you could use a stand mixer with a dough. That should work. Some people like to coat their frikadellen with breadcrumbs before frying, but I just use the breadcrumbs to manage the moisture of the dough. Is it?
And by the way, I'm using another lighting. Currently I have a stand here for the lighting, so let me know how good it is, right? I'm trying to test different angles here, so I put the light a little bit far away. That way we can get a little bit more of that lighting. That way it doesn't look like it's right in my face. But just let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this lighting in particular.
Dough, meat dough. Once you have a homogeneous mass, heat the pan with some butter to medium-high heat. Form the frikadellen. You can make a dimple in the center, like this, to apparently help them fry better. I've never bothered with the rest, and they turned out just fine. Fry them until they are well done. These aren't burgers and contain pork. No medium or manly man 5-second fry. Plus, maybe you want to eat them cold, on a roll, the next day or so. I had to fry them in 2 batches, and kept the first batch in the oven warm. Once the second batch was done, I made a quick sauce by deglazing the pan with some metaxa. When it comes to sauces, I always like to experiment with different items.
This is something that I started including in my own recipes. Not wash the pan right away, but instead get some of that sauce, right? Make it a sauce.
Alcohols. While I rarely drink schnapps, I always got some bottles of different liquors in the kitchen. So in this case, I went for the Greek one, but whiskey or rum would have tasted nice as well. Then my better half added some cream. I know it looks off, but it's just non-homogenized cream. Finally, I added some chanterelle mushrooms from a glass I had. Then I seasoned with salt and pepper and had an amazing tasting sauce. The side dishes are pretty simple. For the carrots, fry some chopped onions in butter, add the sliced carrots and fry them as well for a bit. Then deglaze with water and add some dill. Finally, season with salt and pepper. I'm sure you know how to make mashed potatoes. Just peel and cube them so they cook faster. Once soft, drain the water, add some butter and start mashing away. Season with salt and pepper and nutmeg. Oh, and sometimes I like to add some of those crunchy dried fried onions. I don't know if that's a common thing to do, but if you haven't tried it, you know? Well, that's it. Time to put this on a plate
I mean, if it works, it works.
and have a dinner.
Ooh.
I hope
Hold up, let's just go back to that.
and have a dinner. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, maybe I'll see you next time. If you want to hear, have a dinner.
There you go. Okay, wow. That looks very nice. Look at that. Wow. How much y'all think this probably will cost in the United States? Probably 20 bucks. Easily. 20 bucks. Now, if you go to Chili's on a regular rinky-dinky diner, probably you can get it for 12 or 15 bucks. But this good like this, 15 bucks. And this is very easy to make. Does not require a lot of skill to do.
I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, maybe I'll see you next time if you want to hear another tale.
Actually, that was very good. That was pretty good. Now, you guys have use half and half, right? For the cream, not for the cream, for the gravy, half and half. It seems like half and half really does grab a lot of that flavor, and it looks good too. The half and half. Does he has the recipes here? Let me see. He doesn't. Now I just want to see some of the right here. This is the map that I wanted to see. All right. So he's basically making the argument that the frikadelle, right? The frikadelle is from this region right here, on the western region, northwest, from Hamburg all the way to Mainz, right? So Köln, Münster, Hanover, all these regions, right? Right? And from here, all this right here, is that Bavarian? Let me see. Right here. They do something else differently. Wow. Wow, there's so many different. Bern, München, Wien, Stuttgart, right? Stuttgart, Nürnberg. Having a little bit of problem with that vowel. Dresden, Berlin. I'm getting better. I'm getting much better. But wow, that's interesting. I would love to see how different it is from each other. I don't think that's that different. Maybe a little bit in the southern states, a little bit more bland, I guess. But here in the western side, you have more of that French culture here, and a little bit of that Spanish culture. Probably in the north, you have more of that English culture as well. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Now, also, I just want to mention the butter. Do you guys really need to put butter in the oil? That sounds like a high cholesterol thing. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion. I'll see you in the next one.